students. Today we will be analyzing the poem It Couldn't Be Done by Edgar Albert Guest. Objective of the class to know about some great personalities who were poor in the beginning of their career and later became famous, or in the early life they were very poor but later became very famous. To have a brief understanding about the poet, to read and understand the content of the poem, It Couldn't Be Done by Edgar Albert Guest. Before we proceed on to analyze the poem, let us have an understanding of Edgar Albert Guest through this quote. This quote is by him. You are the person who has to decide whether you will do it or toss it aside. You are the person who makes up your mind whether you will lead or will linger behind, whether you will try for the goal that is afar or just be contented to stay where you are. If you read the whole quote, you will understand the poet wants to say that you are responsible for your success and your failure. If you have got a dream, then you have to chase it. And if you are not able to reach to the dream, that means there is only one thing that is happening. You don't have that thirst to reach to your dream. Karsanbhai Patel, the personalities that you see over here are great personalities. They were very poor in their early period of life and later on they became very famous. Karsanbhai Patel, the founder of Nirma Group, was a lab assistant at the geological and mining department. Later on, he built up this company, and now this company, apart from washing powder Nirma, it has got many other products to sell. It has got cement products also. Dhirubhai Ambani was a bhajia vendor during his 60s, that is 1960s. During 60s, he was a bhajia vendor, and he used to live in a chawl, a one room with his family, as a wife and children. And now he is an owner of Reliance Industry. He was a person who found Reliance Industry. He is no more now. His son Mukesh Ambani takes care of the company. He started this industry, Reliance Industry, with a very less amount, that is $10,000, and now it is ranked among 100 best companies of the world. Narayan Krishnamurthy, founder of Infosys, it's an IT company. He is also known as the father of Indian IT sector. He started this company with the help of his wife's saving of Rs 10,000. Infosys at present has got many branches in the world. Indra Nooyi, CEO of PepsiCo, the second largest beverage business in the world. She had to do night shifts to pay for her college studies. Patricia Narayan, married at a very young age, around 17 years. She had to take care of her children. She started this she started selling pickles, jams, and squash. And later on, she started a restaurant. Now she owns a chain of restaurant in Chennai. Dilip Sangvi, early period of life, he was a drug distributor. He started a company, Sun Pharma. Now this is a pharmaceutical company which is among the top companies of the world. APJ Abdul Kalam, he's the 11th president of India. He was the 11th president of India. He is no more. He was also the missile man of India. APJ Abdul Kalam sold newspaper to support his family when he was small. Or during his teenage, that time he used to help his teenage and or early period of his adulthood. So he used to sell newspaper to support his family. Edgar Albert Guest was born on 20th August 1881 to Edwin and Julia Wayne Guest in England. When he was at the age of around 10, his family immigrated to USA. He started working as a copy boy in Detroit Free Press in 1895, and where he worked for 65 years. His father died when he was 17. His first poem appeared on December 11, 1898. He married Nellie Crossman in 1906. That they have got 3 children, or they had 3 children. Nature, the poem which he has written, there were many compilations, the collections of his poem, and they were named as Folks in 18, which came out in 1917, Over Here in 1918. You can see through the see through the headings. Guest was called the poet of the people. Most often his poems were 14 lines. He used to write poems which were only of 14 lines, but this poem, which you are going to analyze or which you are going to read, that one has got 24 lines. He took a simple subject, day-to-day subject, and presented it in the form of a poem by including rhymes in it. That's the specialty of his poem, and it is very easy to understand, and it's also inspiring. A popular poet and a journalist, Guest wrote more than 11,000 poems. Guest was Michigan's only poet laureate. Poem It Couldn't Be Done by Edgar Albert Guest. The poem starts like the third poet is telling a story or an incident that has happened in his life through this poem. He is talking about a person whom he knows, and he is narrating what happened to that person, the incident that happened in that person's life, and how he tackled. That is what the poet is trying to narrate in this poem. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say so till he had tried. So he buckled right in with the trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody said it to a person whom the poet knows that certain task could not be done, but the person, his friend, the poet's friend said, he with a smile or a laughter, that he would say so. That is, he would say that it couldn't be done only after he had tried it. Only after he had tried it, if he is not able to accomplish, then he will say it couldn't be. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. Whenever someone says against you, so you may get worried. So this person was not an unusual person, and so he was worried. He may be worried about failure. He may be worried about taking the stance. He may be worried about losing. But what he did, he didn't show it. He, on his face, if he worried, he hid it. Hid his worry. And with a trace of a grin, that is with a smile, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. It is to inspire himself to work as well as to get rid of his worry. He may have started singing maybe some tune which is inspiring to him. Somebody scoffed. Oh, scoffed means making fun of. Somebody scoffed. You will never do that. At least no one ever has done it. But he took off his coat and he took off his hat, and the first thing he knew, he did begin it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of grin, without any doubting or quitting, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, somebody made fun of. Oh, you will never do that. It is not possible by you. You are not fit to do that. You are not so much capable to do that. At least no one ever has done it. This task was not accomplished by anyone. But he took off his coat and he took off his hat. It may be the fear that here coat and hat may be the hindrances that the person may be having while he is tackling the task. It may be the doubt that he has got. He took off his coat and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, that is the poet knew, he did beginning. He started to do this. He knew he has to start. And after starting the task, then only he will come to know the degree of difficulty which the task has. And he was not ready to succumb to the words of somebody that you will never do that. With a lift of his chin and a bit of grin, that is with a lift of pride, the chin is lifted, that is a pride that he's feeling, and a bit of grin, that is smile, without any doubting. He didn't have any doubt now, without any doubting or credit. Credit also means doubting. Without any self-doubt, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. He started to sing, he started to inspire himself, and he started doing. Singing, he started to sing also is a symbolic one. He is trying to inspire himself to do the task. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. Okay, these are the lines. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start in to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you will do it. There are thousands to tell you. Now here in this line, the poet is now saying. Now here the poet is trying to, like earlier he was trying narrating an incident of his friend or someone he knows, and now here in this line, these last 8 lines, the poet is giving his own opinion, giving his opinion. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. Prophecy means to predict or to like palm reader. Prophecy is to feel your future. So there are thousands to prophecy. If failure, you will not be successful. In that way, there are thousands to tell you, and mostly these thousands may include your nearby. It may include your friend, and these are the people whom you may find it very difficult to say no, but yet you have to say if you want to go ahead in your life. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you, the difficulties that are there, that while you there are dangers and how you will and how to cross that, and the dangers which are existing, and the dangers which are very very difficult to cross. There will be thousands to point out to you, and but just buckle in with a bit of a grin. But what you need to do, you need to have a smile and get ready, get prepared yourself. Whatever happens, you have to prepare yourself and just face the whatever consequence you need to face it. Just take off your coat and go to it. Go face, go to it. Just take off your coat. Go for, don't get shy. Your coat again. It may be your shyness. It may be your own self-doubt. Just take off your coat and go to it. Or the society norms which exist. It can also signify that. Just take off your coat. Coat also signifies when you go to the society, you always try to project yourself as a very good person. So this projection, just take off your projections and go to it. Just start doing the task. The task may be to help someone. Task may be to help a poor person. Task may be to the clean up the grounds that are littering around. So just cleaning it up. You may feel shy. Society may start talking about you as a crazy person, but just take off your coat and go to it. If you think that's right, just do it. Just starting to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you will do it. Just say to yourself, people say that it cannot be done, and you will do it. Summary of the poem in one line, if you want to say, the poem is about inspiring yourself, taking challenges, and trying to accomplish the things even if it is difficult, and not to get disheartened by what others say, trying to attempt the difficult things and then understanding whether it is difficult or it is possible, trying to prove yourself, trying to chase your dream. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.